Welcome back to Exo Zombie Reviews. I'm your host, Anarchy, and we are back with another another little review of maps, and this time we're doing the map that I have the least rounds on, but actually enjoy the most of all maps, and that is actually Descent. Now every time I play this map, I seem to make it to a low round, which it's very odd because I don't often enjoy maps I don't last too long on. But see, I think I would last long on this map. The thing is, every time I play this map, my game crashes. I don't know if that's just generally because there's too much going on or what, but yes, my game crashes all the time on this map. Funny enough, there is a lot of cool weapons on this map, and it has my favorite wonder weapon in Exo Zombies history. Mainly because I haven't used the other ones, but it has my favorite wonder weapon of Exo Zombies. And if I do ever get to use the other ones, cool. This map is extremely light based when it comes to color, and that does become a little bit of a problem looking at this screen that you're loading in with, as if you have seizures or any problems as far as that goes, this map might be an instant turn off for you. But this map's starting room, I just want to say, is fucking amazing. Um, so the little starting room that you're at, I believe, is the reception. I believe, and the power, funny enough, is right here, which is just amazing. You can grab it right as you load into the map. There's literally a starter weapon right on that first wall. I mean, this opening room is so good. It has a cool ocean design. I mean, and the landing welcome center is super fucking cool put together, style. And I really like that. I feel like this map has a lot of things going for it. And that's what really makes it amazing. On top of that, when you jump down here, you don't take damage. That's instantly a plus for me. Um, there's these transit tubes that take you to different locations, or you can use them when you're in trouble. On top of all of that, there's a little reception desk down here, which is super cool. Not a feature on a lot of zombies maps, but it's a cool feature nonetheless. This fourth map is my second favorite map of the bunch, and the reason I say that is not because of how the characters look or because the map has interesting physics like inertia and limping and all that shit put into it, which add a lot of artisticness to the map. That's not even it. What is it is that this map is just really good. Playing it imps will instantly just make you absolutely smile because this map is capable of that. Now, thankfully, this map does a lot right. I mean, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. This map is super fun in terms of playability. There is these Sentinel Task Force drops, or Atlas drops, above you, which is super cool. So, it's a super fun map, super playable, and it doesn't feel like you're being restricted by something. I feel like a lot of the maps feel a certain way like that, but this one actually doesn't. It might be the most playable Advanced Warfare map for noobs because literally you can grab onto this map and get a hang of it right away. Now, meanwhile, Outbreak is one of those where you just have to jump through hoops. This map is extremely fun. And it's not something where you're feeling like you're going to get pissed off every 5 seconds. Like, this map is the nonchalant God tier map.
Keep 'em cool. What? It's a thing.
Door open.
And the cool thing is the 3D printer's in a great area that you can access pretty early on. Granted, there's laser weapons on this map, meaning that this map cannot be enjoyable, but also can be insanely enjoyable. This map is odd for that, but the good thing is you can get the box very early on. It doesn't feel like Infection where you get it so late in the game, or where you can't find it. It's not hidden from you. It's actually in a really easy location. Another cool thing, RW1 is a very common weapon on this map. It's very cool because RW1 basically allows you to do that, which is awesome. And we got a unlimited something super cool is this little ledge right here. You can kind of camp it in a way for a couple rounds, and it doesn't get too crazy up here immediately. Unfortunately, you do have to go back to the top to be able to get some of the drops and whatnot. If you miss, it can be catastrophic with this pistol, which is the only reason I dislike it. But this map, I think, has more weapons than half the maps in the game, so that's good. This map is very much based on falling for a lot of the zombies. And something that's super cool is that you can basically use the 3D printer a couple times and get some pretty decent weapons. Explosive touch is a cool thing that you don't get very often, but if zombies touch you while this is active, they will literally just explode and give you points. Really cool ability, and it's present on this map quite a bit.
Of the teleportation systems. I'm your daddy now.
Oh, baby. Did we just teleport?
This looks like fun.
Cover me while I reload.
Oh,
As you'll notice, this map
buttons. What does
has
this one do?
as Oz as a character. And every few rounds, you'll teleport into his little room.
Stand by.
You're becoming
I do want
a
to
real
say,
pain
though,
in my ass, Angie.
Angie got control back.
now we get to see Undead Oz on this map, but on top of that, this map is just really fucking good. Laterals are actually possible with the sniper.
Activated.
And you can use DNA bombs like it's nothing.
Just call me the fourth horseman.
This map is extremely fun, extremely playable, and enjoyable. You're gonna like it.
Multiplier. I'll take it.
Just being honest, I think that this map, singularly, now, I think that some of these weapons are kind of doo-doo, but, and that you do literally have to quick scope with some of these snipers, but
Reload.
I do think this map is enjoyable, don't get me wrong.
That's more my style.
And that is until you get something like the EM1. I feel like this kills the map. The EM1 is actually low-key, like, so bad. And the 3D printer lockout is basically getting a teddy bear in this zombies. Now, I'll just tell you right now, I have gotten the EM1 on round 4 before, and it was absolutely abysmal, let alone if you get it on the later rounds. All the EM1 really is a point weapon. Gives you a lot of points.
Never gets old. Textbook round. Lock and load.
The map is really fun.
Please take steps to contain.
Finally. Come on. I'm feeling wasted, and not in a good way. That. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Initiating security protocol.
I just want to say, if you're playing this with friends, you'll make it to like round 15 or 20 easily. If you're playing this by yourself, you might just lose on the infection round. I don't like particularly the decontamination room. Aside from that, this map has beautiful visuals, great 3D printer starting location, an absolutely amazing, stunning area. And this might just be in high contention with Outbreak if it wasn't for Outbreak's easy high rounds. I think that this map would actually beat Outbreak because it has so much. Whether we're talking about the weapons, and I just think that Descent is really good. I mean, if you asked me, like, where is Descent in my all-time zombie maps, maybe it's, like, halfway down the list. Or, like, 5 places above halfway. Like, it's really good. If we're talking zombie maps, I think that this one probably takes the cake for visuals in this game. While Outbreak gives you visuals of an outbreak, Descent might actually trick you for a moment into thinking that you're not playing Exo Zombies, which is such an interesting thing. Descent might actually make you think you're not playing Exo Zombies for a minute. I mean, it has all the laser weapons in the game, including a weapon called the Trident, which is a very special wonder weapon exclusive to this map that actually does electric damage, and it bounces off walls and hits other zombies, When you have a weapon that can hit multiple zombies upon each shot, you already know that it's unique. But I gotta say, this map is so stunning. If a map literally makes you forget you're playing zombies when you look at the visuals, that just tells you right there that, like, this map is something else. That it's a little bit different. Meanwhile, all the maps of, Carrier, Infection, and Outbreak all kind of give off that zombies vibe. I gotta say, Descent gives off the this could be a multiplayer map vibe. That this could be a exo survival map vibe. But that this is not exo zombies. It gives off the vibe that this could be a map in any other game mode. But it's put into, not only that, this is Atlus's underwater city, which is super cool. And the only part that's above ground is the welcoming area, where you can see the water that's surrounding this underground city, or underwater city, which is super cool. This might be the only map where I'm sitting here like, oh my god, this is so good. Another thing about it that I really like is I like the types of zombies. I think they're very fitting here. I think they belong on Descent. And just when you see the zombies, they're very fitting for Descent. I mean, they're very Descent-style zombies. And they really look like something that Oz would do. He feels like a crazy character. And you get the 3 main characters, but you get an additional member of the cast, Lennox, who is in place basically because Oz gets turned into an infected. I'm sorry if that's a spoiler, everybody. But that's the case. This is a map that has maneuverability at its finest, and I feel like was built for exosuits. This map feels like it's an exosuit map. It's not often that I say that. I think maybe I said that Outbreak was built for exosuits, but it doesn't feel like Infection is built for exozombies, or that Carrier's really built for exozombies. Those feel like maps that would belong in a Treyarch game, or belong in a World at War type zombies game, or just some other zombies game. They don't feel very advanced warfare exo zombies type. But I do have to say, along with Outbreak, Descent does feel like it's exo zombies. It does feel like it belongs in exo zombies. The exosuits are located at like the far end of the map, meaning that you actually have to work for them. You can't just get them as easily as you can on Outbreak. The dog rounds feel a lot more friendly, a lot more maneuverable. The extra zombie additions feel good, and they feel well timed compared to other maps. And I feel like even the decontamination center is in a pretty decent place. The areas of play are extremely wide and big compared to the other areas on previous maps. It feels like Infection was all close quarters, and on this map you're not completely close quarters. It feels like you have room to move and not get hit, versus Infection and Carrier where they're all close quarters. This map feels like the map where you can maneuver the best and use exosuits to the best of your ability. I mean, there's only the starting room is top notch. It's what any starting room should be, or should strive to be. But the best thing about the starting room is both weapons are in the starting room. It's in a very normal area, like it's surrounded by like 2 or 3 walls, like any starting room should be, with a couple windows, and it feels more like a starting room than what previous maps gave us. Not only that, it has an awesome introduction to no fall damage when you fall down the elevator. That is, by the way, stuck up there, giving you a lot of zombies vibes because the elevator is stuck up at the way top, not moving. Giving you some very exo zombie vibes, where everything's kind of shut down, not working. On top of that, there's these traveling tubes that allow you to get around the map, the little tunnel tubes that allow you to travel around the map and act as a movement similar to maps like Shangri-La have in the past. And it's really cool to see that. It reminds me of Shangri-La, Darkest Shore type movement, which is something that's cool to see in any zombies map. You know, this is a map that I could play for like years, and I don't think I could get bored. Honestly, because the map has so much to explore. Great locations for all the perks, great locations for power, great locations for just the 3D printer, how it's so easy to locate right off the bat, how the map circles perfectly around. It just feels like there's always something amazing about this map. Not only that, you can see the Wonder Weapon on the cinematic, which is super cool. Now, obviously, they don't show you it in action, but you can see that. You can tell that there's just a lot of cool weapons. You can see that there's an energy shotgun that's present on here, as well as an AK, and just a lot of interesting weapons that we haven't seen in a minute. The characters look at their best on this map, honestly. The cinematic is way better than Infection's cinematic. It's not a simple, 3-second cinematic playing back to back. With this one, it's actually like a 15-second cinematic, and there's a lot more going on, including the characters just having zombies coming at them from different angles. And right away, we're seeing Lennox just over there with a laser shotgun shooting, stabbing the guy. You could just see, we have, security man and the security woman basically teaming up here with their exosuits on, protecting each other, whilst security guy is firing at a zombie that is actually grabbing on. Basically, like the CEO of Atlas now's back, and he's dropping a grenade, which is super cool. And this actually starts the intro of the cinematic here with an explosion of fire, which is super cool. And right after that, we just replay the same thing. But it's a cool cinematic. It's something that most maps don't have. I think what separates this from the other ones is the traveling tubes and the falling down the elevator. It's not necessarily something you see in a lot of zombie maps, or even the exo zombie maps. You don't see that either. Something that's missing from this map, I feel like, though, is an early, easy to get Pack-a-Punch. Pack-a-Punch, or the upgrade weapon station, is always extremely hard to find in these maps, and I just don't understand it. If you're gonna make it cost 2,500 points each time, you might as well make it easy to get and make one in every single room. Because, now granted, there's like 3 areas on this map with them in it, which is the most of like most of the maps, but still, I just think that's the only place where this one lacks even a bit. I mean, Descent is so good that it has only one flaw, which is crazy. Nonetheless, when we view the after action report cinematic, we can kind of see the map, just see the different locations of the map, and it really is an underground city run by Atlas. And you can see the decontamination center looks cool. It's in the pool, which is super dope. There's an aquarium, you know, some shops that we passed that are closed. There's like a little science area in the boutique. A couple upgrade stations, which is super dope. There's a teleportation area where Oz resides. But the main highlight of the map is that opening room with the Atlas Tower, the power, and the elevators that takes you to the lower regions of the map. On top of that, the map is surrounded by like an aquarium of fish and all sorts of creatures. Just like, this map is so unique. There's even a stingray in the background of one of the areas. The exosuits are in this cool little lockdown area in the boutique. I mean, this map is fun to play over and over. There's not a lot of exo zombies like that, but I feel like Outbreak and Descent are extremely fun to just play non-stop. And you know, that's the thing about these. These are really good. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video today, dude, because this one actually did take a little bit of time to actually get into. I mean, it was not a fast one at all. I did actually kind of like have to think about some stuff for this map before I actually made this video, because there's some certain stuff that's very important to this map and that you need to remember about this map. Top of that, playing it, it gave off visual vibes of something that's actually worthy of being remastered compared to the other Exo Zombies. If there ever is an Advanced Warfare 2, I do think Outbreak and Descent should get a remastered DLC. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the other two maps probably should never get remastered. And if they do, only remaster Carrier. Just because Infection was obviously not liked by many fans. And many people, I guarantee you, thought that Infection was a joke on Burger Town, because literally it's not good. I will say the characters look at their best in this cinematic, and it really makes this entire map look super good. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was fun. And peace, y'all. Anarchy out.